Hello, friends, and welcome to the No Bad Shifts podcast, a show for nursing students, new nurses, and all those in healthcare devoted to helping others and making the world for patients a better place. I'm Nurse Duda, your host, here to offer nursing tips, stories, motivation, and conversations with some of my favorite healthcare professionals so we can better learn to collaborate to make the hospital a more positive and supportive environment. Remember, with the right mindset, you really can learn from every day, and there really are no bad shifts. Hello, friends, and welcome to the very first episode of the No Bad Shifts podcast. My name is Nurse Duda, and today I just wanted to give a quick overview on what this show is about, what it means to me, and really how this idea came to be. So I've been a nurse for almost 4 years, and I absolutely love it. I didn't find nursing until late in my undergrad degree, where I decided to finish school. I graduated with exercise science. I moved back home. I worked as a nurse's aide. I taught gymnastics and fitness classes until I was ready to go back to school. So I did an accelerated nursing program. It was only 1 year. It was really crazy, but I absolutely loved it. It was very intense, and I spent the whole year just so invested in nursing and was just so excited to begin my career. When I finally graduated, it took me a while to get a job, but once I finally did, I started on an inpatient rehab unit in a big city teaching hospital. I spent about a year there, and then I transitioned to a step-down unit where I was there for about another year. And then about a year ago, I moved back home and got a job as a float pool med-surg nurse, and I absolutely love it. So I work with all adults. I float between a ton of different units. I go to oncology, heart failure, surgical, trauma, medical, rehab, psych, neuro, and occasionally I'll get floated to the ED or to peds, and I have just loved it. It has given me a chance to see all these parts of nursing and all these different kinds of patients and floors to go to, and it's just really, really enriched my life as a nurse. So for me as a person, I have always been very optimistic. I've been the person who has always seen the glass as pretty much full. I have positive quotes plastered everywhere. I love self-help. I do a lot of self-reflection. I have the most wonderful therapist and just have really taken time to just reflect and appreciate and enjoy this journey that I'm on. So the idea of starting this podcast has been brewing for a while for me. I just get so excited and inspired by working with nursing students and new nurses and aides that want to go back to school. And I really just want to be able to help others who are going on the same journey. And I want to be your cheerleader and just to create a supportive and positive environment to share ideas and just to remind each other how important the work is that we're doing. So when I was trying to come up with a name for the show, I was thinking back to when I had a roommate a few years ago who was also a nurse. And every day I would come home and she would ask me how my day was. And I'd say, oh, it was really good. And after a while, she said, do you know that you say it was really good every day? And I was like, oh, I guess I do. And she was like, is every day really that good? It can't be that good. And I was like, well, no, every day is not that great. But I guess I just have this way of looking back on the day, and really no matter what happened or what I went through, I'm able just to put a positive spin on it and be grateful for it. And even if it wasn't the best day, I know that I got through it, and I just try to focus on the things that I did well, the things that I learned, and really the people that I did help along the way. But I am also fully aware that not every day is going to be the best, and I certainly do not want this to be a toxic positivity thing in any way, because we all know that the hospital is a tough place, and it is not rainbows and butterflies and filled with really sweet and appreciative patients that say thank you and take all their pills and listen to us. Of course it's not. But I really would love to have the space to be able to talk about the not so great things in nursing or the things that are a challenge or make our days rough or scary so that we can be open about it and find ways to see the light in it and to try and make it as positive as we can. Because I do believe with that, we are able to create a more positive and peaceful space in our own minds, which I think can cause a rippling effect to the people around us, to our coworkers, and ultimately to our patients, which I think can in turn create this more positive and just a happier environment for everyone in it. And if you're listening to this right now, you probably are in nursing or in healthcare in general. And let's be honest, the hospital is a really tough place right now. And while I can only speak from a nursing perspective, I do know that nursing school was hard, finding a job was hard, the day-to-day of nursing is really tough, and it is hard on us emotionally and physically and mentally. And I know we're still going through burnout from the last couple years and staffing shortages, so I know it can be tough right now. It can just be really scary walking in every day not knowing what's going to happen. And I remember being a brand new nurse and just wanting that phase of my career to be over. I looked up to the nurses around me who just seemed like they had it all together, and I just wanted to be there. And I think I've learned that part of it is just to appreciate and enjoy the phase that you're in. It really does just take time. And with every passing shift, it will get easier and you will feel more confident and more competent, and you will have more of the answers for your patients, and you will continue to grow as a nurse. But life will never stop throwing you curveballs, and your journey of learning is never really over. I remember transitioning to being a floating nurse and realizing how much of nursing that I honestly didn't fully know about. Just working with all these different specialties and the different floors and just very specific patient populations, I learned so much this past year. And no matter what happened or where I was floated to that day, I just took it as a learning opportunity to continue to grow as a nurse. It totally just takes time, but one day you will look back and realize how far you've come. You are going to be a newer nurse on the floor and will be paired with a nursing student, and you will realize how far you've come since beginning nursing school and how much you've grown just in the last couple months of working independently on your own with your own patients. And just as much, someday you will be asked to precept a brand new grad, and you will look back and be like, oh my gosh, I have come such a long way since being a brand new nurse. So it does come, it just takes time. But if I can help you to appreciate where you are a little bit more, that's all I want. And I really do believe that with the right mindset, we can constantly realign ourselves to just appreciate and enjoy every day a little bit more. I think that we can have more fun at work and just be a light for other people. It really is a mission of mine to just make the most of every day and to really be at peace in my own mind and my body and in the story that I'm in right now. I really try to live without regret or anger or shame because life is just too short to hold on to those things. And of course, this doesn't mean that there are things that I don't regret in my past or wish I could have changed, but I have really come to a place where I'm able to reflect on my life and just be at peace with where I am and what I've learned, and really to appreciate my past and not wish any of it away. So that is what we're here to do. I want to create a physical space to be able to talk about any aspect of nursing, whether it's super happy or sad or scary. And I would love to be able to give you some tips and motivation and just some of my own ways that I am able to incorporate little things in my day to make my days and my shifts more enjoyable. I truly believe that positivity is contagious, and just small acts in your day can have a huge rippling effect to your coworkers, people passing by, and ultimately to our patients. I love seeing happy things in the hospital. I like when people smile at each other. I like when people are there to lend a hand to help. And I have always been so fascinated at how we all communicate together. And sometimes I think it's funny how much friction we cause between different different departments or the different nursing specialties. And it's funny because we are all here for the same cause. We are here to help our patients and to do our jobs the best that we can to make our professions proud. And we hold ourselves to really high standards. And I just think that if we all took some time to just understand and appreciate each other a little bit more, it could just make the hospital a more enjoyable environment. So I plan to bring on some of my very best friends who also share similar mentalities that are in different nursing professions and different departments throughout the hospital, and just talk about ways to better support each other and what their day-to-day looks like and how can nurses better communicate with them so that we can all do our jobs better and ultimately give our patients the most that we can. Because no matter who you are on the healthcare team, I believe that everybody matters and everybody plays such an important role for the whole journey of a patient throughout the hospital. So no matter who you are, if you are walking through those doors, I believe that the energy that you bring and the personality you bring, it makes a difference. And of course, we can only control ourselves and we cannot force anybody else to act in any other way. But if we can just do a better job ourselves, I think we can set an example. So let's complain less. Let's be less judgmental and be more accepting of others. Let's be more willing to help and to jump in and offer a hand to somebody. Let's stop putting so much blame on everybody else and try to support each other in ways that we can. I do just feel so passionately about this topic and just nursing in general. I think it's so incredible what we do and what we offer to people. And I just want other people to be able to love this journey for themselves as much as I do. I am a very emotional person. I live in the high highs and the low lows and just try to enjoy and appreciate every other emotion in between. I think that's what makes us people and that's what makes our stories so unique. And I think it's so important to acknowledge and honor what we're truly feeling. Because life is filled with setbacks and adversity, and I have worked really hard to be able to look back on my story and be able to appreciate it, and I would love to be able to help you to do the same. So let's go on this journey of finding more light in the world and giving more love and just creating a more peaceful environment around us. Let's focus on the things that really matter, because you and your mental and your physical and emotional well-being matter more than anything. And I just want you to be able to love what you do and let that carry through every aspect of your life. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I am so excited to get this started, and a very special thank you to every person in my life that has known about this and has pushed me and supported me and helped me take this leap of just buying a microphone and pressing record. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day and may you find light in every shift. Until next time.